How you doing, folks? Welcome to another edition of Super J Business Hour. My name is Super J Business. I wanted to do a quick upload, real quick, just to do some information on this Kony 2012 nonsense. Okay, so let's just get to the points. It's a warlord. The guy only runs maybe 200 square miles of area in comparison to the gigantic continent of Africa. People from Uganda and from where he's supposedly doing this say he's terrible. Absolutely, the guy is no good. However, he hasn't been seen in 6 years. Most people think he's dead. And so you get a comparison of Osama bin Laden, and let me explain where I'm going with this. You notice you see Kony 2012, right, on the same posters and all this stuff. So my impression is that, just like Osama bin Laden, Mr. President, Mr. Barack Obama, will send troops over to Africa, which, by the way, you have Northcom, you have AFRICOM. They've been planning to take over Africa for longer than you know. Another thing most people don't know is that Africa has more resources, natural resources, than any other continent in the world. They have everything. They have gold, water, uranium, everything. And they are stockpiled for the next gazillion years. You own Africa, you own the world. So here's the deal, folks. Kony 2012, what is this about, you ask? Well, take a look at the Middle East. What did they do? They pick one boogeyman, they make him hate it, and we go over there. Funny thing is, we never leave, because we go from Iraq to Afghanistan to Libya to this one, to that one, to this one, to this one, and here we are over 10 years later, okay? So now you have Kony 2012, okay? So follow me here. Kony 2012, our president, Barack Obama, what is he going to do with this? He's going to send troops over, okay, and I have a feeling that the man is dead, and he's been dead, and I have a feeling that before this is all done and said, before this year is up to get reelected, he's going to magically show up after 6 years. Keep in mind, no one knows where he is, no one's seen him. Most people over there assume that he's dead, and a lot more have proof that he's dead. But I'm sure our Superman president will somehow, he'll show up and say, oh, well, I got him. We killed him, and that's why I need to be reelected. So this is all a ploy. Just like Osama bin Laden, he's already bragging that he's the president that killed him, even though most of us know that he was dead for 10 years, and they were just going to bring him out when he was needed. And when was he needed? When Obama's ratings were in the toilet. So what does he do? He says, oh, well, we caught him and we killed him. So then his ratings go up again. So same thing, Kony 2012. He sends troops over. Supposedly, you pay attention. They're going to find him. They're going to say they killed him. And then they're going to say, oh, Obama's a hero. We need to re-elect him. But here's the funny part. Then we'll go from Uganda to Zimbabwe to here to the Congo to wherever. And 15 years from now, when we've taken over the entire Africa, pillaged, raped, and destroyed all the countries, just like we did over in the Middle East. This is what this is all leading up to, folks. It's time to turn on CNN. It's time to maybe take a break from mainstream media, start doing some homework, and you'll find out very quickly that this is nuts. There's even people from Uganda, one of them being someone calling themselves on YouTube, Uganda Girl, and she even says this is absolutely absurd. They're comparing this man to Hitler and, pay attention, Osama bin Laden. And why are they doing that? Because he's your next boogeyman. And when you have a boogeyman, you can declare wars. And then you can go and fight in Africa for the next 10 years, suck up all their natural resources. And what people don't seem to understand is they want to back the UN and send the UN. UN is worse than Kony. You'd be better off having 3 Konys over in Africa killing people before you send the UN, because they kill everybody. They destroy the water. They rape and pillage villages. People start to need to do their homework and really pay attention to what's going on. So basically, I would call this a future prediction. I'd say pay attention, and don't be surprised when our great president stands up and says, we got Kony, and we were the ones that did it. We need to be reelected. Because he's going to try to shine on the Osama bin Laden killing. Then he'll try to shine on the Kony killing. And then after that, he'll say, well, we need to go after this place in Africa. We need to then go to this place in Africa. Well, we did so good with Kony. We need to get all the warlords out of Africa. And in reality, it's about diamonds. It's about gold. It's about oil. It's about water. It's about all the natural resources. It's a global plan to take over this world. They're using global warming as part of it. They're using the United Nations as part of it, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg Group. Once you start doing your homework, this stuff comes together like a gigantic jigsaw puzzle that is absolutely horrifying, but at the same time, it's all there to be done and researched. So again, this is just something that I wanted to get out there quickly. It is a future prediction. I will be calling this something along the lines of Kony 2012 predictions. I just think that if you do some homework, you go by things that have happened in the past, and you pay attention, you'll see that this is very true. I also want to say that I did do part 3 of Your Taxpayer Dollars Hard at Work, and that is filmed near where I work. And keep in mind, I work third shift, so I work from 10:30 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. every night. And where my work is located, directly behind my work, I work on the main drag in Lancaster County, which is Route 72, which goes all the way from Lebanon County straight through into Lancaster County and downtown Lancaster, one of the biggest cities in Pennsylvania. And basically in the town of Mannheim, which is not very far from the city of Lancaster, there's a diner, your typical Mannheim City Star diner. It's right off the highway, well, right off Route 72. There's a gigantic front parking lot, and if you see by the videos, the back parking lot is very small, and I've never seen very few people park back there, so the employees. Magically, the entire police force parks back there every night, usually around 3 in the morning, and don't leave until almost 4:35 in the morning. First, I heard that they were taking a lunch break. That was number one. Then I heard that it was a shift change. Then I heard this. Then I heard that. The ultimate problem is this. Even if it was a shift change, why is it at a diner? Why are they there for almost 2 hours? No one knows. And why are all of them there at one time? What if there's an emergency call? Now you got to keep in mind, they just regionalized this police force. So it's where if it was one town they were supposed to be monitoring, now they're monitoring a gigantic area. So if they're watching a gigantic area and they're all in one parking lot, how the hell are they going to help somebody all the way over on this side, somebody all the way over on this side? It's not going to happen because they're all in there eating for 2.5 hours. And I won't even get started when I see them, even if they're not there, 2 are across the street sitting talking to each other in their cars. They park, side by side so their doors meet so they can talk. And they sit there for 3 hours anyway. So the point is this. You pay a bunch of money in this town. You jack up our taxes. You hire all these new police. You have to paint their cars. You have to get them new uniforms. You have to get them new patches, say regional. Not to mention, it looks like a police state. They have these guys dressed up in solid black with SWAT team vests, with all this stuff compartmentalized on their chest with sprays and tasers and all this stuff. I even mentioned to the one guy, I said, "Are you a SWAT team member?" And I knew he wasn't. And he just got all flustered. And, no, this is how we dress now. And it's all about intimidation. And it's just bad news, folks. But it's just funny to see your taxpayer dollars thrown out the window. And I figured I'd address it. And I caught them 3 nights. Now, I could film every night because they're there every night. Last night, I couldn't help myself to do the last and final finale because that was the most cars that I had seen. They usually were 3 or 4. Last night, it was 5 of them. That's damn near the whole police force for the night. So, again, you can be the judge. It says that on the description of the video. I ask that you subscribe, like this video if you like, hit don't like if you don't like, and become a member of YouTube. Sign up. That's how we support guys like me, and we just want to get the truth out. I also recommend if you don't like my uploads or you don't believe in what I'm saying, I strongly recommend don't worry about my uploads. Go to my playlist. Go to my favorites. I have a bunch of playlists. I have one section called movies. There's over 60 full-length documentaries, TV shows, Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theories, and then a bunch of other fantastic movies on the CIA, government, Bilderberg, full-length movies. Like I said, over 60 of them. I also am now, if you'd like to tune in and watch the Alex Jones Show every day, I now have what's called All Alex Jones. That's another playlist. And usually by the end of the day or first thing in the morning, you can watch the full episode from the day before or that day. And if there's a new nightly news, I have that too. Plus all his special reports and certain things he talks about. So that's all there for your free enjoyment as well. So I hope I'm doing a good job here. Again, subscribe if you want to support. Thanks so much. My name is SuperJbusiness, and please pay attention to this Kony 2012 thing. I could be completely wrong, and I pray that I am. But if I'm not, then we're getting ready to see a full-blown war again in Africa. So, good luck, folks. God bless. And like I always say, why stand on a silent platform? Fight the war. F the norm. My name is SuperJbusiness, and I'm out. Peace.